Hi everyone, welcome. Grand Rising everyone. Hope everyone is having a beautiful afternoon. Gratitude to each and every one of you that is joining me is it afternoon yet? This morning. So guys, of course as you know I'm out in nature, so I want to bring you guys out in nature with me. As I'm going to talk, but I'm going to let you guys enjoy this beautiful scenery as I open today's discussion. So let me start off by doing my open mantra to just set the atmosphere and just to set the type of environment that I want for this day and for this video to go. So let's just start with our open mantra. Um, As I begin this walk, I ground myself in the present moment. I release any tension or anything that does not serve my highest good. I align my mind, spirit, soul, and body with peace and clarity. Every step I take, I walk with purpose and gratitude. Every breath I take, I breathe in new energy and openness to receive from the Most High, my spiritual team, and my as I continue to align and grow and cultivate into my higher self. Gratitude. So, family, today I just wanted to come on and to encourage and to bring some inspiration to my ladies as well as gentlemen about this subject topic. So, I was having a conversation the other day with someone, and we were talking about the absentee father. Now, this is not to belittle or drag any of our good fathers that have held it down, that has raised and been there, for their children, that's doing everything a father is supposed to do. But I want to have a real talk, a real conversation about this subject because I am having conversation with people in general about this same topic, especially for those that are on their healing journey. And I think it's something that needs to be discussed, something that we need to really bring to the forefront and to, just shine light and just uncover this topic issue that is or has been troublesome for so many young women and adult women not having the present or not having a father that was there to help cultivate you, to help raise you. And with that being said, it leaves so many unanswered questions. Not having a father there, in my experience, shaped a lot of things that happened in my young life as well as my young adult life. It alters everything that you think is real. It alters your reality. Not having a father there, especially for a young girl that's growing up in a world where we have so many bad things that are happening, just not having that father there to show you how to accept real love from men, how to put you on game about how men play games with you, how they do all these things that's not in they should not be in their right nature when it comes to loving us, upholding us, protecting us, and all of that good stuff. That's what those fathers figures are supposed to be there for. But unfortunately, some of us has grown up with fathers that was not there presently in their life to help cultivate and mold them and protect them. And so when I was talking to my friend about this last week, it hit a really, it hit a not hit a nerve, you know what I'm saying? But it really just opened up a dialogue where you just really have to confront some things. You have to be real about some things. And that's why I wanted to share this video with you now. And I want to share it with you in this scenery. I want to have a real conversation about the importance of fathers not being active in their children's lives, especially girls. I know our young guys, our men, They need their father to teach them how to do all, the men things and all of that stuff. But for us women, it's equally as important to have our fathers there. That's how we understand what love is. To me, in my experience, that's how we understand um, how important it is to have men to treat us the right way, not to get involved in all of these, bad relationship because you're looking for love in all the wrong places. You're grasping, you're just searching for something, anything to validate you as a person because of that missing entity of a father not being present in your life. So that conversation she and I had, it was, when I tell you guys it went deep, that conversation went really, really deep. And so again, this is not to bash any fathers that have been doing what they're supposed to do, holding it down. But let's be real. We have some fathers that have not been what they're supposed to be doing. They were not there to be that present, that strength, that force that we as young girls needed in our lives. And as I was saying, it really shapes your reality. It alters everything that you know as well. So let me just give you a backstory. And I know there's going to be a part 2 to this because I really want to dive deep into it from my experience and not having an absentee father in my life, how it affected me when I needed a father protection, when I needed a father's love, when I needed a father to, when I was going through things with men in my life, I needed that presence of a father to be there to say, hey, not my daughter, not today. This is not how it's going to go. So for me, it was very hurtful not having my father there. It was I had a lot of unanswered questions. I not feeling loved, not feeling wanted, not feeling good enough. Why wasn't you there as a present in my life? What was it about me that you were not present in my life, if that makes sense? So we went on to talk about this, and I don't want to really get in too deep right now because I do have a story that I want to share that I think would be inspirational, that I think would be motivational, that I think would be uplifting for women that are on their spiritual journey or their healing journey or their personal journey, and they're trying to make sense of or how to move forward or pivot forward from not having the presence of a father. And in my experience growing up, that's all I saw in the community. That was my experience. That's what I grew up around. One parent household. Most of my friends that I knew grew up in one parent household. The father was not there. The mom was the mom, and she was the father as well. And I don't think that fathers really understand or grasp the importance or the mental stimulation that brings, or that happens in especially a girl's life. What that means, when I tell you that thing run deep, y'all, it runs deep. And for those that are listening and have not had the presence of a father there, you know what I'm saying. You know what it feels like not having that father there. You know the questions. You know all the things that you experienced, that if only you had a father figure, if only, the father was there to steer you in the right direction, this may have not have happened. I would not may have chosen this particular man to, be a part of my life or a part of my journey. A lot of decisions that we've made as young girls and women, we probably would not have made if we've had that father figure in our lives. Maybe not, but we know if because we did not have the experience of having that father figure there to show us, to guide us, to teach us, and all of that good stuff. So I wanted to just share this little moment with you guys. I am going to come back, I know, and do a part 2 because from my personal experience, not having an absentee father, wow, man, it was really hard for me, especially growing up, in the environment where I experienced um, childhood trauma. So I gotta be careful with the words that I say. I know, dealing with childhood trauma and all the things that came with that. So yeah, I want to talk about that and share my experience with you guys. So I just want to encourage you, ladies, if you are dealing with past trauma of not having a father there, I know for me it was really important for me to acknowledge that, to have a conversation or try to have a conversation with my father. When I was in a place of stability, when I was in a place of healing, just so I could move on. I needed to have this conversation with him to let him know the effects that it had on me as a young girl, as a young adult, as a mother, as a married woman. All these things shaped my reality. And you can't just sweep it on the rug or act like it didn't happen or it didn't exist. All these things happened. It was real. It played a big part of my experience. And it molded and it shaped a lot of things in my life that I wish could have, would have, never had happened. But it is what it is. So I know how important it is for us to have this conversation, especially if you want to know how I began my healing journey from that part of my life, or that section of my life of not having a father, what that looked like, what that felt like, the conversation that I end up having with him, and if that relationship, if we were able to build a relationship, or where that stands now. So I want to get into that because when I was having this conversation, as I said earlier with my friend last week, it really just opened up a door. I've never talked about it before, but I did mention it in my audio biography book that I wrote a couple of years ago. I did touch on it. So I know that that was a very big part of my healing journey. I needed to discuss that. I needed to hear from that, and then I needed to close the chapter on that. And I know in order for me to have evolved to where I am now, I know that it's a scary thing to really tackle and really to just confront a lot of childhood trauma. But for me, it was important for me in my on my healing journey, on my growth journey, of me evolving into the person or to the woman that I am now. I had to confront a lot of those issues that was hard to confront, that was hard to face, and just reliving, that type of experience, any type of trauma, childhood trauma experience. I know that it's necessary, it's important. You cannot grow or evolve to the next level or to your high self until you started confronting some of these issues that we have made lay dormant, or we have, just like, I'm not going to deal with it. It doesn't matter. That happened so many years ago. Yes, it does matter. And just because you have not dealt with it, and just because it's laying dormant, don't mean that at some point in your life, when you least expect it, that thing is not going to come back and knock on your door and make you deal with it. That's exactly what happened to me. I was minding my own business, and life started lifing, and those things that was laying dormant within me, those issues that I was not ready to confront and deal with and hear from on my journey, when I least expected it, those things came at me like a whirlwind, where I had to confront those issues. I had to deal with it. I had to talk about it in order for me to heal, understand it, process it, and grow and evolve from it. So if you sis are on your healing journey, let me just encourage you and inspire you to get in a safe place, or align yourself with people that will support you, people that will be a listening ear, that would help, you navigate this journey of healing, maybe confronting some issues or dealing with some things that you have not dealt with, but you know that you need to. Maybe you don't know how to deal with it. Maybe you don't even know how to open up the dialogue and dealing with some of these issues. And that's what I want to get into in the next video on part 2. How do you even begin to confront this? How do you even begin to open up a door or a pathway, to healing, or being able to just say, you know what, enough is enough of this. I'm ready to peel back the layers. I'm ready to tackle this thing. I'm ready to close the chapter to these issues so that I can begin a new, a new newness, or a new beginning, however you want to phrase that. But just how do I begin to start a new healing journey that's authentic, that's real, that's pure, that when I begin this journey, or I begin this new part of my life, those things from my past, I know that I've dealt with it, I've healed, and they won't come back and haunt me when I begin this new journey or this new part of my life. So, yeah, guys, I just wanted to bring you into this beautiful day and share this beautiful scenery with you. It's so serene. I think it was a perfect setting and a backdrop to have this, this conversation. Just to be out here in nature, just to be near water, to have the little sprinkler going on, just to be out here. For me, nature is so cathartic, it's so healing, it's nurturing. And me being aligned with nature, and me being out here and able to enjoy this type of scenery is priceless. So I wanted to just share that with you guys. Leave in the comments below if you've dealt or are dealing with childhood trauma issues stemming in this particular series, dealing with the absentee of a father, and how did it, or how have it negatively impacted your life. And if you have healed from that, what are some tools and techniques that you can share with the community, with the family, that you use to pivot or to navigate on your healing journey from not having the presence of a father in your life as a young girl, a young woman, and even into your adulthood. So share with the family anything that you think would be helpful or inspiring or motivating as we all, try to navigate, and become our best self. You know what I'm saying? Become our best self, our loving self, our happier self, our energetic self. You know what I'm saying? So share with the fam below. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear your story. I would love to have a dialogue with you about this situation. But let's get more into it later this afternoon, or in part 2 video. The importance, or what it was, or what it was like not having the present or the absentee father not being a part of your life, the effects that it had, how it shaped your reality, and all of that good stuff. So yeah, y'all, let's get into it in part 2, where I can sit down and get my thoughts together. But I think it's important for us as a culture, as a community, as women, that we have these conversations, that we peel back the layers and we uncover some of these things that the community say is taboo to talk about. Let bygones be bygones. If it didn't kill you, if it makes you stronger, which is a totally, absolutely lie. But I think these conversations, family, are important for us to have. All these childhood trauma issues, trauma bonding, all of these type of things that we are afraid to talk about, that we are afraid to expose and deal with because of the stigma or the backlash, or, just what people would say in general, which I really don't care one way or the other. But these are some real things I think that hold us back, that keep us in bondage or keep us bound from dealing with things because we don't want to be judged. We don't want to be scrutinized. We don't want the stigma. We don't want, people looking at us as a certain way. But in order for us to grow and evolve, this is something that we can't continue to not deal with or talk about and hear from. We're all here to help support and love each other and to help each other to see the value in ourselves and to see the value in our worth and our happiness and see the value of you just being the best you possible. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, family, don't forget to like the video, share. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel. I would love to have you a part of this growing community, this loving community, this high vibrational community. So yeah, family, leave your comments, share, like, support your girl as we navigate these YouTube streets in this life. We are all in this thing together. So let's support each other. Let's be there to be a listening ear, to be an open heart, to just, to be genuinely there for people that need your support and your love that they may not have in their experience from real family members or friends. And sometimes this is the only way some people can build a community or can build friendships or relationship is with when they find their tribe, or they're trying to find their tribe in line with like-minded people. So let's keep that in mind as we are becoming a community, a safe place and a safe haven for other people. That some of these platforms in these community is all that other people have, and you want to make sure that it's sacred, that it's guarded, that it's protected, that it's authentic, that it's loving, it is true, and it's real, because people need that, and people are looking for that, and people are searching for that. And it's my heart, it is my intention to be able to offer or to be able to give this to other people. So that's why I started this YouTube channel, to uplift, to motivate, to encourage people in all facets, in different parts of our life, not just one part, but everything that shapes our reality, our mind, spirit, soul, and body. So if you like this kind of content, family, be sure to like the video, share, give it a thumbs up. You coming in, you already know how this YouTube stuff works. So yeah, family, with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this scenery, and I will see you guys in part 2. And remember, family, remember to always protect your energy, love and light. This is Goddess of Color, and I will see you guys in the next video. And I will also shout you guys. I have Brittany, who's that? Kelly Tucker. Hi. Gratitude. Much love to you guys in the chat. I will also shout you out on the playback. Gratitude. Thank you all for sharing your energy with me, sharing your time with me, vibing with me. I am so grateful. I appreciate it. I don't take it lightly that you are aligning with me, that you find yourself, that you find worth in what I'm doing, or you find alignment in what I'm doing. And I'm so grateful and appreciative to each and every one of you guys. I don't take it lightly. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to bid you adieu. Until next time, family, this is Goddess of Color. And remember, family, to always protect your energy with love and light. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace and love, family.